Hello world, welcome to Event Log, a weekly bite-sized vlog where we cover the latest happenings in tech within 4 segments, sponsored by Team Logic IT, North San Antonio, your local IT provider, nationwide experience, and brain power. Okay, week 3, we did it. We've done it 3 times in a row. Remember, 24 to 27 times is a habit. Let's keep it going. Transition, magic, boom. Remember this? The article we were covering the 30 robots. Well, we've got number 11. Due to various viewers' responses, everyone loved the robot segment. By everyone, I mean myself. So we're going to come back to it. Number 11. A volunteer operates remote-controlled disinfection robot to disinfect residential area. Yeah, so the concept of COVID is going to stay with us for a long time. It's going to be the idea of COVID is going to stick around for generations. So why not adopt robots or create them to assist with disinfecting and cleaning, things like that. The more sophisticated the robot, clearly, the more it can do in terms of cleaning, going into buildings and whatnot. What's next? Keep in mind, these I have not seen, so some of them might be a surprise. It looks like they're graduating people. This is fascinating. Okay, wow. Very cool. Teacher loves a picture. Yeah, so cyber graduation in Manila, the Philippines, May 22nd, 2020, so last year. Okay, cool. It was like 3 days ago, so maybe they're doing this year as well. So using robots to graduate students. Very cool. Students watch robots doing Tai Chi. Yeah, so Tai Chi robots. That is neat. I wonder if they come programmed with these moves or if they can mimic what people do. That'd be cool. This looks like the dog one. The Unitree Robots A1 Robot Dog sits up in a display. Villadine Ladar. Shanghai. Okay, cool. It's a little robot dog. Much lower upkeep than a real one. Let's see, what's this? Yuka Engineering Robot, because it looks like a little fur ball. Like a Furby, but with less, less emotionally scarring faces, expressions. Let's see. Kubo, a cushion Kubo, smart home assistant. Alexa, okay, I got it. So yeah, they're trying to do more of the giving humans robots that seem like cute animals. I'm curious what the what research will show these type of robots will do for us, for our well-being. As I said before, having a pet robot as opposed to a pet animal, a lot less upkeep. What's this? Ooh, are these drones? Yep. 1,900 drones. Cool. That's really cool. I'm really curious what the programming was like for those. That's fascinating. Wow. Another one? Drone paints a halo. Long exposure. That's really cool. That's really neat. I like that. The long exposure effect with the robot spinning around in circles. I'm curious how long it had to do that and if it ever ran out of battery. Okay. A bit bleak. Someone in a hospital, but they have companionship of family, friends. That's nice. That's cool. So they have an assistant robot. Carries around the tool or the camera / the pad for family faces there. That's cool. Ooh, robotic hands. This is like the Star Wars, Luke Skywalker's hand. 26-year-old Palestinian student, robotic movements of robotic hand. That's really cool. Yeah, this will be the future for sure. Okay, number 20. I'm afraid, did we do 11 or 10? Oh well, we'll start at 21 next time. Indian firefighters watch a demonstration of remotely controlled robotic firefighting equipment. Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious what kind of temperatures they can handle. and if they can still communicate with them and control them, regardless of how extreme the temperatures get or conditions get on different environments. That's really neat. Okay, that was segment number 1. That was your Tech This Out segment, with wrapping up the other 10 robots of the 30 that we have to take a look at. Hack Attack is the next segment, where we cover anything related to the hacking subject, which can be pretty far-reaching. For this episode, I think something a little bit less negative, something a little bit more positive. So what we've got this time is, this is an article I found on the website Daily Swig, where they're covering the concept of soft skills, and hoping that more hackers in the sector are more willing to open up and share with other, either budding hackers or budding people that want to get into the hacking business. Now, what that just sounded like was negative. Why would we want more people to get into the hacking business? Well, as we all know, hacking is an arms race. This technology of breaking into versus defending, that is a cat we've let out of the bag. So from now until we stop using computers, we need people to be up to speed with how hacking occurs, so that we can patch it and protect against it. So we need people who know how to hack to defend against the people who are hacking. So all that to say, this is more of a shout out to Reconless, YouTubing group, a YouTubing channel, who does their best to educate and use the platform to more communicate the benefits of getting into hacking, how to hack. And I'm sure all of this is with not that I'm sure, I know it's with the perspective of being ethical, being more of a white hacker than, gray or black hackers, gray or black hat hackers. So here's the article. I'll post it in the comments on LinkedIn. And yeah, please check it out. Shout out to these guys. More outreach, more people understanding hacking, and of course how to defend against it. Okay, on to our third segment, Millibit. I don't know if any of you knew this. I just found out today from my research, from looking stuff up for these segments that we do. I didn't know that Firefox was actually not a fox. Mozilla wasn't looking to rep a fox as its mascot. It's actually a red panda. I didn't know that. It doesn't look anything like a panda. I mean, if you look at the logo here, it's probably too small. But go look at your Firefox browser logos. They just look like a fox that's on fire. So apparently, Firefox is a name for red panda. Here they said why. So this is, by the way, this is years ago. This page here is years ago. Wayback Machine. When is this? This is 2012. I'm sure the site's down by now, or this page is down by now. But they were asking about the Firefox name to Mozilla, the company, and they said, so we use the name Firefox because it's similar to Firebird, easy to remember, sounds good, unique, they like it, whatnot, yada yada. The next question, what is a Firefox? And apparently, to them, Firefox is another name for the red panda. So it's actually not meant to be. It's just a very thin-looking red panda, because it looks more like a fox. But yeah, now you know. Firefox was not actually the fox itself, but the nickname for a red panda. Very cute. Very interesting. Now, segment 4. We've made it to the crypto corner. How do we approach this? So, of course, this is not financial advice. Team Logic IT is not associated with Bitcoin insofar, or in as much as me, as part owner of the company, is very much into crypto and Bitcoin. I do not try to mesh the two together. I try to supplement whatever I can with our clients in understanding crypto. Unfortunately, right now it's mostly ransomware, but as far as the technology and the concept of a digital money goes, that is decentralized, the price isn't looking too good. We're at 33,900 from a price of roughly 64-ish was the all-time high. Anybody that bought any Bitcoin a few months ago at 64,000, rather 1 month ago, is now hurting by almost 50%. As much as I am a advocate, an evangelist for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general, but mostly Bitcoin, I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, but I am very much the idea that Bitcoin is likely the leader and other cryptos are playing catch up. While some cryptos have many things to offer that I think are going to be a net benefit, they remain to be seen. You have to be very careful. Invest only what you can afford to lose. Bitcoin, not that it can be in the same category of don't put in money that you can't afford to lose. This is a hedging play. This is a long-term play. This isn't something that you put in money and expect to get returns in a year. If that's the way you're looking at it, you're in for an absolutely rough ride. You're not going to have a good time. And you might get a bad taste from what Bitcoin actually is or has the potential to be. Money is an extremely touchy subject. The history rather, of money is extremely interesting. There is an author, and really I wasn't going to try to get too much into this, but I'll post the book in the show notes about not the show notes, in the comments on LinkedIn, so that you know which book you should definitely read to learn more about money. But my thesis with Bitcoin is that this is the best money humans have come up with. All that said, the price is pretty unfortunate today, but the only bit of solace that I can give to anybody that got into Bitcoin at the top at 64,000 is that these drawbacks are very much the norm with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So I want you to take a look at this. This is not a week worth or a month worth or even a year's worth of Bitcoin history. This is years. This is 2014 to today. And this is a logarithmic chart because I think it tells the better picture. It's the more interesting picture, or rather, it's the more realistic picture. In terms of log form, you see that there is a trend upwards. Now, this isn't to say that Bitcoin will be the future. It's going to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars per Bitcoin. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is these pullbacks are relatively normal. They're expected even. From 2014 to 2018, look at all these swings of up and down, up and down. Now, because this is in log format, they don't look so drastic, but I assure you, like for example, what was this one? 1,000 back down to. There's a couple of very sharp ones here. Now I'm gonna try to see if I can pull this right here. You can see some sharp declines from highs of 4,700 to 3,100. I mean, those are massive declines. That's at least 25 to 30%. Right now we're at a 46%, so it's very drastic. But these pullbacks, these pull downs are not unheard of. They are in fact the norm, and I'm not looking to reassure you from the position of hodl on, diamond hands, any of that silly nonsense. Don't put money that you can't afford to lose into crypto, but it is worth your time to learn about it, understand it, and consider it a hedge. So when you hedge, you don't bet the farm on a hedge. You bet a couple of crops on a hedge. So that is my PSA for the Crypto Corner. I thought about talking about something interesting or something, that I found fascinating in crypto, but considering the massive drop that we saw recently, I think it's good to cover this. Other people all over the internet covered why it happened. And I don't think it's ever easy to just pinpoint it to one thing. It's always a cascading effect. And then there's also negative feedback loops or positive feedback loops where when someone starts dumping, the rest of the market kind of freaks out. Everyone dumps. We're at this price now. But those of us that have been here for more than 5 years know what a cycle looks like. We also know what a bull market looks like. And it can be extremely volatile with wild swings, even on the upside or even after hitting all-time highs and then retracing back to whatever, by whatever percentages before breaking even more all-time highs. So that could happen, or it's the beginning of the bear market. Either way, not financial advice. Don't invest on what you listen to here. Only consider it education supplemental. Okay, that does it for Event Log. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, this is sponsored by Team Logic IT. Hope to catch you next week. Until next time, bye.